If you grew up in North America like I did, you are probably familiar with the moving truck company, U-Haul. Each truck had a unique visual on the side tied with a little fact known as a SuperGraphic. And as a kid, I wanted to eventually spot all of the different SuperGraphics. And as an adult, I can read these facts while driving down the expressway. Hey, did you know there's a unique species of frog living in? At least I wanted to look at the U-Hauls as a kid. I don't know if anyone else was as weird as I was. But now I'm going to rank the SuperGraphics, all 63 of them from the USA and Canada. I'm going to put them all on a tier list. S tiers are the best, F tier is the worst. I had to make the template myself and the link is in the description, alongside the brand new Gyrography Discord where you can share your own tier lists. But what makes a good SuperGraphic? First of all, does it look visually appealing? Will I enjoy passing this truck on the road? And secondly, is the fact interesting? And does it hit that perfect balance between being a fact that is not the most obvious thing about the state, yet still fits the state's identity? You'll know what I mean later. I'm going to be going in reverse alphabetical order, cause why not? And if you enjoy this video and want to see more geography content like this, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Now let's get on with this. For most of my life, I used to think the Yukon was in Alaska. And this SuperGraphic here might have added to my confusion because the shape of Alaska is way more prevalent than the Yukon. This one is all about camels. Pretty cool. You've got the skeleton, the line of camels, big camel. I'm giving this one a B tier because I like camels.
The camel? Other?
Charting the unknown from Expedition Island. In 1869, John Wesley Powell's expedition down the Green and Colorado rivers explored the last great unknown within the continental US. This SuperGraphic is really not exclusive to Wyoming at all. Can I just say graphics for the rest of this? I'm just gonna say graphics. I'm never going to instinctively say SuperGraphics. And that's a D tier. I don't know who any of these guys are. Wisconsin really needs to be updated with the modern designs. It's all around basic with it just being a farm. They even missed the opportunity to say America's moving adventure. D tier. The Green Bank telescope captures astronomical mysteries with cosmic radio waves. If there was life out there, will it be revealed? Or has it been already? West Virginia in space. I would not expect that combination. That's a B tier. Okay, I like this one. Found nowhere outside of the Olympic Peninsula are 8 kinds of plants and 15 kinds of animals that flourish among some of the largest trees in the world. What makes the forests in this part of Washington so rare and unique? Yeah, I like this one a lot. It's not the most obvious fact, but it still feels like it highlights the state really well. And he's a cool looking dude. That's our first A tier. We got some fish on this one. They live in a meteorite crater. The Great Ball of Fire. Twisting and tumbling through space, heading straight towards planet Earth at a rate of 70,000 miles per hour, an extraterrestrial flaming fireball is about to make a monumental impact on land and life in the late Eocene epoch? What the heck? When is the late Eocene epoch? Is that now? I don't know when that is. Okay, phew. Barely missed that one. That's a C. Hey look, it's Champ! I don't normally believe in monster sightings, but Champ is definitely real. 300 sightings in Lake Champlain. That's an A tier, that's fun. I like the colors on this one quite a bit. It's very mysterious. This is just basic Utah, right? You got the famous arches here. Could've done worse. Solid B tier, not pulling any punches. Space Gelatin Rodeo time, baby. Apparently these are coral gardens. This is just the least iconic Texas thing to choose from. C. Tennessee has a red panda! Such a cute animal. Perfect for a nature state. He's so precious. Here's his skull. He's dead. That's our first S tier. Unique and fun to spot. You probably already know what South Dakota is gonna be. What else is South Dakota known for? It's on the welcome sign, the license plates, the flag. That's right, it's a turtle. This is the 3rd time they've done this so far. It's something in the water in the dry, flat states. But this one is better. I think the fact that the land apparently used to be wet and swampy in prehistoric times is pretty cool, and I like turtles, so that's a nice B tier. South Carolina actually makes sense to be near the water. It's famous for its coast. Using revolutionary technology ahead of its time, the H.L. Hunley inspired international submarine designs for decades. What caused her to mysteriously sink in 1864? I guess the submarine's a girl. That's a C, they could have picked a more interesting fact. Now this one just looks great. It's such a diverse looking image. Cool moose, sand dunes, flowers, forests, a cool map fused with the sand. It's about some unique geological feature that isn't talked about much. Learning about this is pretty cool. I never knew about this random sand dune out of nowhere in the province. That's an S. What? I never saw this when I went to Rhode. No one knows who built this architectural wonder. Why does no one talk about that? We gotta care about a bunch of lame rocks in England? That's really cool, and the light blue is very Rhode Island. That's an A. Oh, gateway to the future. Shut up with this, Quebec. Of course they get carriages in a castle. Seems pretty cool. B. Ah! What the f*** is that? Secrets of the Singing Sands? That sounds like a star in Mario 64. Does the sand really sing? I mean, it's not normal sand, but that isn't very musical to me. Get this one in D. With President Jefferson's instructions in hand, the Lewis and Clark expedition set sail down the Ohio River. What role did Philadelphia and Lancaster play in the tireless preparations undertaken for this journey? Ugh, boring. Old ships and old men. Pennsylvania isn't even where they explored. Save this for Oregon. D. Okay, this one is about Crater Lake, which is cool. You're focusing a lot on the submarine part, though. I don't remember asking about the submarine. What do you think this guy is? C tier. This one is about the Underground Railroad. We got a lot of history about that in upstate New York, so I am definitely into this one. I'll give it a B. At first, I thought this was out of place, but Oklahoma has a lot of tornadoes, and the weather machine here looks like a tornado. It's coming out of the screen here, destroying reality. I hope you guys are alright. A tier. The Serpent Mound. What is this? It looks much cooler from a top-down view than it does here. It's alright, I'll give this a B. Oh, a classic. The symbol of Nunavut. Nothing to say about this one. These rocks are just really cool, and this art is really nice too. I love the angle with the sunlight. Easy A tier. Mysterious sightings of a ship ablaze have persisted for more than 250 years off the coast of Canada's Northumberland Strait. Is there a scientific explanation for this fire apparition? Ghost ships, man, of course! You go to Atlantic Canada, you have singing sand and ghost ships on fire. Okay, so multiple people have seen this all from the same strait, and then it just disappears? How? What an oddly specific apparition. A tier, I'm very invested in this. That's it. We found easily the best one. Ice road truckers with the Aurora Borealis in the background. Such cool colors on this one. Who gave Northwest Territories, of all places, the best graphic? S tier, easily. Are you even seeing this? Such a great design. The Geographic Center of North America. Man, what a lame choice. Why not talk about sharks? The center is more north than I would expect. Does that mean I'm from the southern half of North America? Weird. B. I don't really associate North Carolina with fly traps, but I think fly traps are really cool. A tier. Time for New York, my home. And we got an elephant. Elephants are my favorite. I know it's actually a mammoth, but I love mammoths too. Uncovered from the muddy sediment of an ancient bog, this mastodon is one of the last clues to a past world unknown, with the discovery in a suburban backyard only 100 miles away. Could more Ice Age wonders be concealed beneath New York City? Oh, the mastodon was only in New York City. Oh, I get it. No one else lives in the rest of the state. Even mammoths know that. Now I'm only giving an A tier instead of S. This one doesn't have the same postcard design as the rest. It's about Roswell, which seems fitting enough. Kind of a mid-alien themed design though. Not even a fact on here, so that's a D. Okay, dude. He just wants to show you his cool rock collection. What's with this guy's face? Has he been mutated by the fluorescent rocks? C tier. Okay, I like this one since I actually took the train up Mount Washington, and the wind up there was insane. There's also just a small restaurant and gift shop up there too. Imagine being the minimum wage employee who takes 30 minutes of a bumpy train to work at this gift shop, then has to go back down. Oh yeah, and the graphic is cool. A tier. Again in Atlantic Canada, talking about some weird mystery sightings. This time of a killer giant squid. B tier. Of course New Brunswick is the only one without a mystery, but it has the world's highest tides. 100 billion tons of saltwater rise and recede twice a day, and powerful tides 4 stories high. Oh my god. Water is scary, I want to see that. A tier. Area 51, of course. So I didn't know something here. Apparently the government claims that Area 51 doesn't exist. I mean, yeah, it exists, we just don't know what's there. It's an older design again, like New Mexico, so I'm giving this a C tier. This one's a rhino. This guy is coming out of some simulation, I guess. They're talking about prehistoric landscapes. As just a reminder, Nebraska could have been an interesting place. B tier. I really like how this one has the shape of Montana here. That's the perfect silhouette to just fade into the background like that. This one is about Sacagawea and her horse. Funny looking guy. Definitely worthy of an A tier. Ooh, we got some bats here. Nice purple cave, I like it. What are we discovering about bat communication and how does it affect human lives? It's not really specific to Missouri, these bats are just regular bats. B tier for the great design. Now this is the inspiration for this video. This freaking bird with his big head. There's a dealer on my way to my campus, and this one is usually at the front. I'm just driving, and it's always giving me that... Ah, what? Am I going too fast? Did I cut somebody off? D tier, leave me alone. This one is pretty cool since Minnesota is known for its Scandinavian population. We got Viking ships, talking about some famous tablets left behind. Did explorers leave clues that could rewrite history? I really like the idea of some old explorers just carefully leaving things behind to solve some mystery and laughing in their graves because we haven't solved it yet. Cool graphic, A tier. The humongous fungus in Crystal Falls weighs 11 tons, spans 37 acres, and is a single organism. Are these real? These are not 11 tons. No way these are 11 tons. Okay, that's a lot of fungus. Ain't pink enough though, you lied to me. C tier. This one is just kind of boring. It's a neat bridge, but I'm not really into bridge infrastructure. This is one I really have nothing to say at all about, so D tier. Whenever I think about NASA, I think of Florida or Texas, but I didn't know the first facility was in Maryland. I think that's a neat fact. B tier. Reptile ritual. What drives one of the world's largest concentrations of vertebrate species to telescope and striking spectacle? That's too many snakes. I don't want to know. It's just so basic. Manitoba is so average, it's perfect for snakes, I guess. C tier. This one has a pretty nice walrus on it. I've never heard of the Ice Age trail, but it sounds cool. It's an A tier. It's a cool graphic and has some cool facts. Another S tier graphic. Terrain only found 4 places in the entire world. I'm a huge fan of butterflies, probably my favorite bug. This one just looks really cool. Kentucky gets an A tier. It's as shrimple as that. It's a cricket actually. A giant demon cricket. How do they exist in total darkness? It's not that bad. Kansas has an older design like Nevada's, but I like it a bit more and it fits Kansas pretty well. I'll give it a B for bees. For some reason, Kansas and Wisconsin are not on the official website, which will make it harder for when I rank the classic designs as well. I mean, no, who would ever do that? Ah! Oh geez, just shooting a laser at Iowa. What effects did the impact of an enormous meteor have on Iowa? I don't know, you tell me. TLDR, things died. But at least Iowa got some limestone. C tier. Oh my god, why are there so many bugs lately? A firefly converts chemical energy into light. What advancements have been made by researching the science behind the glow? Doesn't say anything about Indiana. It says West Lafayette up there, but what's so special there? Would I believe my eyes? B tier, cuz this is actually kind of a pretty design regardless. This one is about the mysterious Tully monster. How it ate is another question. Scientists think it must have gotten its nourishment through its nose, as though it were a straw. It is thought that the Tully monster fed on a blob, a prehistoric creature about 3 inches wide that resembles a jellyfish. No one knows anything about this thing at all. B tier. Hey, what is a zebra doing here? You're not from America. Dang, didn't know you were cool like that. Fossils indicate that this zebra-like species continued to evolve until 10,000 years ago, when all traces of this creature suddenly vanished. America's first horse? Was it a zebra? Was it a horse? It was a horse, wasn't it? C tier. Quick arachnophobia warning, we got ourselves a giant spider in Hawaii! Why are they now in danger of extinction by alien species? Hawaii is fighting aliens. No, not little green men from outer space. The aliens threatening Hawaii are plants, animals, and insects not native to the islands. These alien species have been introduced by humans and have caused severe damage, leaving some ecosystems of Hawaii on the brink of total destruction. Man, you got me excited about aliens, not politics about the United States literally colonizing and occupying a country and building telescopes on top of their important sites and not providing enough assistance to deal with disasters. At least you kept it about nature, which is perfect for Hawaii. A tier. Okay, this one is super nice looking. I like it for the same reasons as Saskatchewan. It's a really diverse image. I like what they did with the map here. The South is winning the USA so far. S tier. Found only in Florida is the ghost orchid, which grows without ever touching the earth. The first ghost orchid was discovered in Cuba in 1844 by a Belgian named Jean Jules Linden. You mean the first European to discover it. B tier. The horseshoe crab's glowing blue blood is critical to the survival of mankind. I knew crustaceans would solve all our problems. A tier. This one is about dinosaurs and large footprints. It's alright. I'm giving it a B. Oh my god, what happened to Colorado? Oh, it's about the magnetic field. C tier. This one is different from the rest. It's about California technology and exploring the universe. I don't understand why so many of these involve space and planets. No one is moving to Jupiter, guys. I like it a lot though, so I'm giving it an A tier. Probably the best space one we've seen.
Oh my god. Oh, sweet, delicious.
This is another really complex design. The perspective on this one is really neat. They even have enough room for soils or whatever nerd stuff in the side here. Really nice colors and talks about a unique ecosystem found in the province. I think this one gets an S tier. This one is also awesome. It's all about diamonds, naturally, but they cover a lot relating to diamonds. Discovering them, learning more about them, it looks really cool in general. Another gem for the South. S tier. That's it? Did you know? Home of the Silicon Desert. Oh man, that's disappointing. F tier. The last one for Canada, and it's alright. We've had a lot of boats, submarines, and rovers, but not other planes. But nothing here catches my interest. C tier. The return of the Tongass National Forest. Is this actually a rainforest? It's not really tropical like the others. I really want to go to Ketchikan, so knowing this makes me want to go even more. And there's a cool raptor. That's an A tier. Finally, the last state, Alabama. We've gone through 62 different designs so far. We've explored the continent, dived into the ocean, and even went to space. Even though I have my favorites, these trucks really are an American symbol, and there's so much love and research put into each of them that I can't help but appreciate them all. How will Alabama hold up? It's pretty nice, honestly. A tier. Thanks for watching this video. Here is my final tier list, and let me know which SuperGraphic was your favorite in the comments below, and... What is that? Is there a guy right there? Has there been a U guy on every single graphic? There he is! What? Never mind, these are all S tier, and Steve King is a genius.